What's up, otakus? It's your tour guide here, coming with another comic haul video. And now I wanted to do a live stream. I had intended on doing a live stream because of two things. One, we have a great comic book haul that I had from Half Price Books, one of the best of the year. Uh, I'll go over why it probably is not the best, but it is the best in terms of like value, and we'll go over all that during the haul. And I had intended on it being a live stream, but then I realized like I don't have everything set up to where people can view the live chat on the thing. I'm still kind of learning how to navigate all the live stream stuff, so rather than it be something where I'm not engaging properly and I'm not showcasing everybody, I just thought it'd be better just to continue as I've been doing, and just edit the video, put in the subtexts and subtitles, and do it that way. So yeah, sorry about those announcements that I made about the live stream, but I'm trying to get this out probably by tonight. Kind of do some editing, get it out by tonight. So it might be late, but hopefully you get a chance to watch it at some point. And the other thing is, I guess Alex from More Life and Travel mentioned me or shouted out to me in her, 500 sub video. And congratulations, by the way, Alex, on your 500 subs. But yeah, I got just a surge of new subscribers. I think I had like 20 some subscribers, almost 30 some subscribers just joined my channel over the last like 2 days. So that's just great. I'm over 100 now. Again, it was never my intention to grow the channel and grow viewers, but it's been a nice sort of effect of doing what I'm just passionate about, which is just, growing this comic book collection and sharing it with you. So yeah, that was nice. 100 subs, and again, I got a great comic book haul video. And I also had some connections this weekend with the comic book community. One was, Fanboy Prime had sent me 6 books from his collection, or the ones that he picked up. I had doubles of, and I'm really grateful for that. I also sent him a care package. So hopefully he gets that and enjoys that. Just a token of my appreciation for, sending me those Jim Lee books. And so hopefully those books are things that you either need or want for your collection. And so I'm looking forward to you getting those books. And then the other engagement I did was at Half Price Books. I ran into J Rule. Now, J Rule, I'm sure if you've been following comics on YouTube, you know J Rule because he does these amazing Half Price book or just comic book haul videos in general. And I gotta say, when I was starting out on the YouTube channel and watching content, J Rule was somebody I watched and I just thought, man, he has the best comic haul videos. And so I adopted sort of that, that mindset of going out and trying to find stuff cheap. So he's definitely a role model for this channel. I would say he's my comic book sensei in terms of what to look out for and how to approach hauls, and really, focusing on Half Price Books, because Half Price Books will oftentimes have really key books for cheap. So that's been a big help he's also, recommended, like my comic book holders, he recommended those, and they've been a great investment. I'm thinking of getting more. So go check out his channel, J Rule. It was really nice connecting with you, J Rule. Hopefully you're watching this, and you're local. He's local to where I am, and so there'll be more opportunities to meet up with him if he's willing, because I think it'd be fun to just hit cons together and do YouTube content. Maybe even do something together on the channel. Great guy. But yeah, so I was at Half Price Books when I made this haul, and so I went to 2 locations. I went to my Bellevue and I picked up a bunch of books, and then I went to Redmond to sell a few books and looked there. And he had come into Redmond, and I looked down and he's like digging in, and I was like, "Hey Jay!" So I kind of yelled out to him like I knew him. But of course he doesn't know me. We've never met. But it just feels like we knew each other because I've been watching his channel, and he's just like, "Who's this guy?" And then I mentioned, hey, I follow you on YouTube, and I like what you do. And then he kind of opened up, and we started talking, and yeah, he was looking for books, but yeah, I beat him to the Bellevue location, luckily, because had he gone to Bellevue first and I had gone to Redmond first, he probably would have picked up all these key books here. So and this is the thing, like Jay always picks up great things, and I always feel like, oh man, I'm missing out. But for the first time, I felt like, hey, I beat him to a location, and I got the key books, because that guy goes everywhere and picks up books. He's at comic shops, he's at flea markets, he's just everywhere picking up books on the cheap, and he really has an eye for what to look out for. So it was nice to kind of beat him to the punch for once. And so yeah, I picked up a bunch of books. Hopefully you picked up something, Jay. I realized there was probably not much to pick up at those 2 locations, but hopefully you picked up something. And again, shout out to J Rule. It was great connecting with you. Looking forward to just staying connected with you, and hopefully meeting up and maybe doing trades, or talking comics, whatever you want to do. Hit me up, man. All right, so yeah, let's get to the haul. I spent $27.69 on this haul. It's 15 books, and yeah, we'll go over what the values are toward the end. And what I do want to mention is, so I have had 2 big major hauls that I would consider my best, but one of those hauls I actually spent a lot of money. I spent close to with shipping and everything, close to $100 for that full Batman Hush run. I spent $50 for the Silver Age comic I got, $20 for somewhere around $15 for the I'll have to go back and check. It's $15 to $20 for the Crisis on Infinite Earths, the Superman, Death of Supergirl cover. I spent money on those, but those were big pickups for me. So in terms of significance to the collection, that was probably my biggest hauls. 40 books. I spent a lot of money, 2 grails. So that was a big one. I don't think I can top that one in terms of significance. Now there was another one where I picked up 31 books for under $17. That was also before the Grail pickup. That had been my best comic book haul ever, because I got 2 key books, high value books, and the whole value of that 31 book pickup was $350. So I picked up a bunch of X Factor books, early X Factor books, for 25 cents each. I picked up again the first appearance of the Court of Owls and the Moon Knight #3, really high grade issue of Moon Knight #3. And I'm talking about the original Bronze Age run. And those two books alone are just like, you know, like $200, right? And then, yeah, so in terms of, I got 31 books, $350 worth of value. You're looking at basically based on what I spent for the books, which was like around 50 cents per book. I made out to be plus about $10.75 per book in terms of the value I earned from what I spent. So it was 31 books, $10.75 value that I gained for each book. You can't beat that. So, you know, we're looking at like about $340 I earned from, I'd spent $17, I earned like $340 in terms of value from that haul. And that's how I measure the quality of the hauls, like the amount of books I got, the value I get, and the value per book I get in that haul, because we're looking at the haul as a whole. And so I got a lot of value out of that haul. I thought I wouldn't be able to beat the value of that haul. This haul is less books. Again, 15 books, and I spent a little bit more. 31 books, $17. This is 15 books, $27. But in terms of the value I got from this per book return that I got, this is definitely much higher than that previous one. And we'll go over what the books are. So I paid a little bit more for these books, but overall, like the entire haul itself, there's more value in it than that X Factor one. So let's just get into it. Okay, so again, here are my receipts. I'm actually missing one receipt. I picked up 2 books today. I went back and picked 2 more books up today, so I don't have that receipt to show off. I mean, not that the receipts are important, but I got them right here. And again, we spent about $27.69 for 15 books. And we'll start with this first one. Now, for those of you who watched my haul videos before, you know I picked this one up a while back, and I found another copy. So this is my second copy. Notice I have 2 copies in there now. This is my second copy of Detective Comics, Batman Detective Comics number 27. This is a reprint of the original with, you know, sort of modern panels in it. Second copy. This one is not as high, like the grade isn't as good as my first copy, but I picked it up for free. The Bellevue location, whenever you find a comic book for free, they give it to you for free, because again, half price of free is free. But in Redmond, I noticed they stopped doing that. They will now charge you like $1 or something for the book. And so oftentimes, like, I'll still continue to bring free comics to the counter and just have them tell me whether I can get it for free or not. But in Bellevue, they still respect their store policy, which is half of cover price. And so if it's half of free, it should be free. So thank you, Bellevue store managers, for maintaining that policy. All right, so picked up another copy of this, and then yeah, we picked up Web of Spider-Man 102. This is a key book. It's the first time Morbius meets Venom, their first meeting. First Venom Morbius meeting. And this is, of course, that great Maximum Carnage run that spanned across all the Spider-Man titles. This is part 6. Great cover by Alex Saviuk. Yeah, you know, he was a great Spider-Man artist. Done a lot of Spider-Man work. So
happy to pick this up. Again, this was half of cover, which was like 68 cents, and it's pretty good grade. I'd put it around 8.5. Also, in terms of its value, it's like an $8 book. All right, so this is our next pickup, and I picked up 3 of these copies, all for $1 each. They're all priced at $1. We got 2 newsstand editions of Superman 1, and we also picked up a direct edition of Superman 1, so I'm happy to add these. I now have, I think, 4 copies of these now. This is just, this is like, in terms of when I was collecting, this Byrne Superman run was just like, that was what, you know, I was collecting and reading and enjoying. It was just an amazing, like, I felt like this is where Superman should have stayed in terms of where the comics were. But of course, Superman, they've done a lot of things to the character and put him in these weird sort of secondary roles in the DC universe, and I hope they rectify that and bring Superman to his prominence, because he's really the backbone of DC, and it's time. I mean, Batman was very popular in the 90s, you know, because of the movie and all that, but it's time to recognize game. Superman's got to come back. All right, so yeah, again, 3 copies of Superman 1 for $1. These are about, this one's about an $8 book. These the newsstands are probably $15 each, so happy to pick those up. This next one, What If number 34. This is a nice Bronze Age book from 1982, and this one's funny because this was a key book just because there are some panels here. They basically, it's just like a comical what if, like, you know, what if the Hulk were yellow? What if the Thing were blue? And it shows Thing crying and all that. And there's also one that says, what if Luke Cage were white? So they show like a white Luke Cage getting mad because somebody called him honky or something like that. It's hilarious. And so, yeah, if you know, if you just like that, the funny kind of what if books, I would recommend picking this up. Great cover as well. You got all these sort of alternate character. Like there's a Doctor Strange with looks like a Groucho Marx little costume on there. You got Spiderman with these like goggles on there. Reed Richards with like looks like is that a midriff? Midriff short t-shirt. It's just funny stuff like that. Great cover by Bob Layton, and inside the interior is drawn by Fred Hembeck, the great Fred Hembeck, who did the very cartoony comic style for the Marvel like parodies. Good stuff. All right, this next book, even Jay was impressed with this book. Jay Rule was like, oh man, I never saw this book before, and I had no idea this existed, but got this for half of cover, which was, you know, about $2.50. $2.50. The cover price is like $5, $4.95 or something like that. But it's a great John Romita Jr. cover of Batman versus Punisher with Joker in the background there. How awesome is that? Now, you know, there was all these Marvel crossovers where they pit like Superman versus Hulk, Superman would win, or, you know, Spider-Man versus Batman. Totally doesn't make sense because Spider-Man would win. And they have these like just weird matchups sometimes, but I feel like this matchup, this crossover matchup, Punisher versus Batman, that would be just an awesome like battle, right? Like two guys, you know, just with superb sort of fighting, combat, and sleuthing skills. Yeah, just a great crossover. Great cover as well. So hopefully, if this isn't on your radar, hopefully I put it on there. This is just, man, this is one. Even if you're not let's say you're just not a Punisher or a Batman fan, you have to be a fan of one, I'm sure. Maybe you're not a fan of either, but even if you're not a fan of either, this kind of crossover where you have like two characters who pretty much really resemble one another in terms of character development and what their capabilities are. Very cool comic, very nice. I love this pickup. This is a great pickup. All right, now we're getting my Jim Lee pickups. I usually have a Jim Lee book. I usually pick something up of Jim Lee. Not every time, but for the most part. And I was able to pick up 2 Jim Lee books in this haul. This is the first. This is an amazing cover. Oh my gosh. So it's Ghost Rider number 5. And look at that cover. Punisher. Ghost Rider takes on the Punisher. Part 1 of 2. Man, that is an awesome cover. Ghost Rider in his 90s style bike. And Jim Lee doing both characters just amazing justice. This is why you love Jim Lee. And again, this is 1990 Jim Lee goodness. 1990 Jim Lee goodness. All right. And I finally have this one now. So I have several copies of X-Men 1, but I was still missing 2 covers. And now I'm only missing 1 cover. I'm missing the Colossus cover now. That's the only one I have to get. I picked this one up, the one with Prof X. This is 1A. For those of you who go by the lettering, 1A cover. There's 5 covers. There's 4 panels, and then a wrap, sort of a gatefold that has all of the panels or all the covers that fold out. And this is just a direct edition. Picked this up for $3. It's a high grade copy. It's something I've been wanting, and this was also $3. So both Jim Lee pickups were a little bit on the pricier side usually than what I spend at half price books, but given that they're Jim Lee books, I don't mind. All right, this next one, you're not going to believe this one. Got Bronze Age Spider-Man here, and I paid like 15 cents. 15 cents for this book, half of 35-cent cover price. I just couldn't believe it. I was like, no way. And this is a Keith Pollard cover. He also did the interiors. Just classic Bronze Age Spider-Man cover here. There's a chameleon appearance. Marvel TV's sensation. So this was right around the time, 1978, that the Spider-Man, television show was going on. Or maybe it was a movie, the television series. Anyway, something was happening on TV where Spider-Man was on. It was just a great cover, just a great action cover. I put this grade at about a 6.5. There's some staining here, and there's just dirt and dinge here. I should probably clean it up a little bit, but for 15 cents, 15 cents, you'll pick up anything. You could literally pick up anything for 15 cents. That's a comic book, I think. But when it's Bronze Age Spider-Man, wow, look out. Happy to add this to my collection. And this one isn't worth that much in terms of it's not a really key book, and I'd put, because of the grade, I'd put its value around $10. Not so bad. All right. Yes. Now, I had a copy of this book when I was collecting in the 90s, and I probably mentioned this on my channel before, but I lost some of my books, and this was just one of the keys in there. Now this wasn't ever worth. I had a bunch of Venom books, like Funeral Pyre and this one, and just a couple of the issues in this one. But yeah, when I owned them, for the most part, they were just like, dollar bin books for the most part. And at some point they became valuable, and so now this is like a $25 book. So this is a high grade copy. I'd put the grade at around a 9.0. Really clean book, and this is not the only Venom Lethal Protector I got. There were several Venom Lethal Protectors there. There still is a Venom Lethal Protector at the store. I'm hoping to pick that up at some point, but I just didn't get it because I kind of ran out of money, and so put it off. But I got number 1. Oops, that's not it. Number 4 and number 5. Okay, so one's a $25 book. 4 is the big one. 4 is, I think, the $40 book, and then, or maybe this is the $40 book, but they're all around the $30-$40 range. Mark Bagley goodness, great covers, and yeah, Venom Lethal Protectors 1, 4, and 5. Now, this next book is a big one, and again, I paid half a cover for these. Okay, so what is that? Half of $2.95 is, let me check the receipt here. It was $148. I paid $148 for these books, the Venom books. Okay, I also paid $148 for this one. Yeah, Blade number 1, direct edition. Now, yeah, this is a very expensive, high-priced book, and whenever you can find a key like this for half of cover at half price, you've won. And so that was a nice thing about that previous video. I found, again, I found this Moon Knight, right, and the Batman first appearance of the Court of Owls, those 2 keys for half a cover. This one, mind you, I got this for 25 cents. No joke. So when you find stuff like this is what I would say is a successful, would consider a best haul, when you get that kind of value on the return, right? So this is a $90 book, but because this is not the best grade, and this got spine ticks up and down, I would put this at around an 8.0 copy. Okay, this is an 8.0 copy. Corners are sharp. Everything looks good. It's just, there's just some spine stress, just minor little ticks here and there. So I would put this value around $60. Okay, so I got this, mind you, I paid $1.48 for it. So the value I get back is around $58. Okay, $58 on a haul. That is great. So I basically, if you consider what I paid $1.50 for this book, but I got back $58 worth of value. That's what the criteria we're trying to use for the, in terms of what would be considered a good or bad haul. And so, yeah, that previous haul, again, 31 books, so under $17. I got the value of about $10.75 per book. This haul, that value is at $18.15 per book, based on what I spent. Okay, and we haven't even gotten to the big book that from the haul. Now, yeah, noticed I got a lot of big key books from this haul, a lot of value. a lot of value in like this one, 15 cents. Come on, for what this book is. And that's pretty much what makes this haul so amazing. But this last one is just gonna blow you. Like, this is, in terms of the book of the haul, this is the book of the haul. This is the book that I most treasure from this haul. And that is World's Finest, number 199. This was sitting there at Half Price Books for $6. And I'm gonna take it off for now so you can see the cover, but I'm gonna put it here, right here, the finish line. So it says finish line. We don't need to see that, do we? I'm just gonna put that there to remind people what I paid for it. So yeah, when I saw it, I was like, oh, $6, game over, man. I'm getting this. And I had to kind of drop everything to pick this up. This is a Neal Adams. It's technically like Silver Age. It could also technically be early bronze. Whatever your pick, late silver, early bronze, whatever you classify it in. This is a classic book, and it's the best out of 3 race between Superman and Flash. So the third time they race, the best out of 3, and of course Superman's my guy. I'm Team Superman. This guy's, so we have them kids here, right? We don't know who wins or loses, but these two guys they're angry and sad that their hero lost, and this kid's all happy. These guys are all happy because their hero won. And I don't have to tell you that Flash wins the best out of 3. He's quote unquote the fastest superhero, right? He's quote unquote faster than Superman. Still hard to believe, but that's what they're saying. Again, this book is just, it's really weird. I haven't been, like, when news of Neal Adams passing happened, when he passed, it was a big loss. And when you lose someone like that, what it triggers in you as a collector is like, okay, I want to get his books. Now, I've been, like, it's one thing to, like, want to get his books. It's another thing to actually, go to eBay and look on eBay and bid and buy and, do all that. Fortunately for me, I there was a Neal Adams book that I went and got on news of his passing, and I shared that on the channel. But I didn't go to eBay and pick up stuff at all. I was just like, you know what? If it comes to me, it comes to me. And I used my Korean philosophy of unmyeong, destiny, fate. If we're fated to run into Neal Adams books and pick them up, then it will happen. And it's been happening. It's just really weird. Go back and look at my videos. All my recent haul videos have added Neal Adams books, and they just keep coming. And partly, statistically, he did a lot of covers, he did a lot of books. So statistically speaking, you're bound to run into Neal Adams books covers. So it's not like I'm not trying to play something supernatural on this, but the fact that it keeps happening, it tells me that this is part of my collecting journey. Adding Neal Adams books is now a part of my, what we're gonna do. It's what we're gonna do. The Jim Lee of the silver bronze is who I'm collecting along with Jim Lee. So I'm collecting Jim Lee and Neal Adams, and we're going to try to do that. Now, the problem with collecting Neal Adams is his books are very high in demand, and they don't come around all that often. And if they do, again, you're going to be paying for it. So when a copy like this, a significant book, great cover, again, just the kids, this race here, the Batman holding the finish line, that's just, here they come. This is just a great Silver Age cover. Superman, Flash, man, it doesn't get better than this. Now, I did clean this book up, and I'll be posting that video up tomorrow so you can see kind of what I did to prep this book. It wasn't looking as nice as it is now prior to this, and you can see how I kind of did improve sort of the presentation of the book. I didn't do anything major, but I did add, kind of do some cleaning and kind of did some did some light glue touch up as well, just to keep this cover in place. Now, this is a very poor grade copy, and I say that because there's lots of creases here and here. There's actually some rips. There's a rip here, just a little micro tear here, but there's a big rip here. So the bottom staple is detached. This flap is ripped, and so the only reason it looks pretty nice is because I've flattened it, and it's in this top loader. So it presents really well, and that's really, you're not getting this book for the interior. If the interior was, maybe you're a fan of Dick Dillon. I don't know. Nothing against the Dillon family. This is a Denny O'Neil book, but it's a Dick Dillon interior. So you're not buying this book for the Dick Dillon interior. You're buying this book for the cover. And this Neal Adams cover is just amazing. And so I really wanted to preserve the cover as best as I could, and I think I did a pretty good job. But anyway, I'm gonna post that cleaning video. I hope I know some of you enjoy that kind of thing, so that's just it's just 20-30 minutes of me appreciating this book. So if you like that kind of stuff, go and check that out. But anyway, again, $6. This book is, to me, in terms of the value, it's not, because it's such a low grade. I put this at a 2.5 again, because it's such low grade. I'm looking at $25 in terms of financial value, but I would never sell this book for that much. I would never sell this book at all. Okay, it's priceless to me. It's priceless. It's not like I have to go out and get a higher grade copy of this book. I'm satisfied to have this one, the one that came to me through Wunmyeong, through Korean, The Philosophy of Fate, Destiny. I was destined to have this book in my collection, and I'm going to take care of it, I'm going to preserve it. I may even slab it at some point. I may get it slabbed at some point, but I have issues with CGC right now, so I'm not going to do it right now. But yeah, this is just going into the PC, and it'll be loved and appreciated forever. So yeah, dry your tears, Team Superman, and just be happy for this great Neal Adams cover. All right, yeah, I'm this kid right here. I'm the Team Flash kid because I picked up this book. All right, so that's my haul video. Let me know what you think of what I picked up. Picked up a lot of great books, a lot of great books. I'm sure some of you maybe have these books, maybe some of you don't. But again, the value per book I got was about $18.15 per book. Not bad. Not bad for a haul. for a 15 book haul, getting about $18.15 per book. I mean, you compare that to my other haul where I was getting $10, about almost $11 of value back per book for 31 books. This one is definitely not as much volume, but definitely packs more punch in terms of the value. So again, $18.15 in terms of value per book across the haul. And so I would put this as my second best haul of the year. Okay, first haul, best haul. The best haul of the year remains the 2 Grail pickups, the 40 books that I spent a lot of money on. But this definitely is the second best, mainly because of this book right here. Yeah, I love this book. Oh my god, all the Neal Adams stuff I've been picking up at half-price books. All this stuff. Let me just, I have it here. So let me just kind of, well, I guess I'm not going to take it out, but like this, you know, I picked this one up. I picked up a nice, you know, two-face cover, modern two-face cover by Neal. They're just all amazing, beautiful books showcasing Mr. Adams' art, and this is just another great addition. So that's my haul. Thank you for watching and enjoying and you know, sharing in my joy of what I picked up. Let me know what you think of the haul. I think, you know, I'm hitting a real groove with these hauls in terms of like the value I get. Again, I spent, you know, about $27 for 15 books. Got a lot of great value, a lot of things specifically for the PC, things that I'm not going to be selling. Like PC book. These are all PC books right here. This one is for trade or sale, so if you're interested in getting this, hit me up. This is a PC book. I'm willing to sell and trade this one as well, the Bronze Age. So if you're interested in any of those, I'm not asking a lot for them. I'm probably going to be like, you know, I'm willing to part with them for, in terms of their grade, a little below what fair market value would be. Again, trades are welcome. If you want to pay, payments welcome as well. But yeah, what else would I be willing to part with from this haul? Not much. I guess this one too. If this one I may keep. I may keep that one. Depends on the offer, but yeah, a lot of great value on this haul. I'm just very excited and happy to have picked this one's. This one's also available if you want that one. Everything else is staying on the PC pretty much. All right, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.